What's indeed going on, Jerome's? It's a beautiful Monday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time to take a look at another mock draft. CBS Sports did up their latest, and of course, Kwesi. I feel like this is the year. And now we say this a lot. I feel like this is the year that the Vikings are going to trade up, secure their quarterback of the future, especially if Kirk Cousins does leave in free agency. So we'll see what the hell happens, man. But like we said, CBS, Josh Edwards doing the dirty work over there. 2024 NFL mock draft, J.J. McCarthy goes top 12. But I was told that the Michigan... shut up. Patriots move back as NFC team makes massive trade up for a quarterback. I wonder who that team is. Getting into this damn thing. So Caleb Williams at 1. I feel like the Bears maybe think that Fields could be a little something, but you've had 3 years and you still don't know. I think that's a clear sign. And also the opportunity cost of passing up on one of these guys who could be generational. Yeah, I can't do it. 2, Washington goes with Jaden Daniels. Now, we said this a bunch. Magic Johnson, he needs showtime. They need a spark there in D.C. And Jaden Daniels, I understand that he's basically 6'4" RG3, but that isn't a poo-pooing on RG3. RG3 was the truth in college, man. Rightfully deserved to be Heisman winner just the same as Jaden Daniels. And I think that if they build around his skill set, I think Washington could be a lot of fun, man. 3, yes, spoiler alert, the Vikings are the team that trade all the way up to 3 with the New England Patriots to go get their guy Drake Maye. This is what Josh wrote. Minnesota has perused the rookie quarterback market over the past few years and has not been in position to pounce. I tend to think New England will draft a quarterback, but the possibility that it is not in love with the quarterback prospects available has to be considered. In this instance, the Patriots give the Vikings their heir apparent to Kirk Cousins. And hell, Kirk may have signed with the Patriots. Although I think it's probably going to come down to Atlanta or the Vikings, but we'll see. Now, it doesn't get into compensation, but moving from 11 to 3, probably 3 first-rounders or maybe 2 firsts and a second, including number 11. So, 4 Cardinals still get Harrison. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. The Chargers. So I don't really get the Joe Alt pick at 5. Now, yes, they do need some tackle help, but Rashawn Slater's a dog, man. Rashawn Slater's a damn dude. So, I mean, you're either going to move Alt or Slater to right tackle. I don't get it, man. Like, why not trade down, get some more draft capital, and just take Fuaga, who's a right tackle by trade? I don't know, man. 6, Giants take Malik Neighbors. Or, actually, hell, let's talk about Drake Maye. So, Drake Maye, not gonna lie, dude already looks like a superhero. Like he looks like the villain or the bad guy in like an 80s rom-com movie. It's like, you don't think that you're taking my girl to the prom, do you, bro? Did they say bro in the 80s? Doesn't matter. Our guy Eli Corbett is absolutely on one. Looking damn good, man. That's right. And Drake Maye, his time at North Carolina, I feel like there has been a grassroots campaign to just discredit Drake Maye because there's like a highlight reel, a 7-minute highlight reel of bad throws, which is just like 1 minute of throws. You can do that with every single prospect, man. But Drake Maye, I mean, he showed me absolute onions in some of the throws that he makes. Arm strength for days, accurate at all 3 levels, has mobility. And I do think that he's like a Josh Allen, Justin Herbert love child, and I think that's what it is going to be with him in the pros. I think that Drake Maye has a chance to not only feed families, but he's a quarterback that you can win Super Bowls because of, not just a Super Bowl that you can win, not just a quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with, which I do consider Kirk Cousins and Brock Purdy to be in that area. I would put Cousins slightly above Brock, but that's an argument for another day. And getting back to the mock. So Neighbors going 6 to the Giants. Fashanu going to the Tennessee Titans. I kind of like it. Dallas Turner going to Atlanta. Latu, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem because if Latu's medicals check out, he is going to be a damn dude. So Latu and Sweat, nobody. J.C. Latham going to the Jets. That makes sense. So this is great. So the Patriots, they basically get Gronk 2.0, even though the hilarious picture of Brock Bowers standing next to Gronk. I mean, Brock Bowers is going to be an absolute stud in this league. McCarthy goes 12 to the Broncos. So I could also see the Broncos trading up to secure a quarterback, but 4 QBs in the top 12 picks. See Murphy going to the Raiders. I love it. Adunze going to the Saints. They need to rebuild on the outside. Quinion Mitchell Kind of like that pick. They would have loved Odunze if he would have fell one more pick, but the Steelers taking Fuaga. They definitely need help along that offensive line, and Fuaga is a damn good one, no matter where he plays. Terry and Arnold going to the Jags. Mims, yes, they need offensive line help. Guyton, so the whole no boom thing hasn't really worked out, so Guyton is a solid pick there. Drazon Newton going to the Seahawks. Newton just seems like a Seahawk. So they get the Geno Atkins clone. Fautanu going to the Dolphins. I mean, it could be JPJ there. I won't be mad at it. Jared Verse goes to the Eagles. Verse seems like an Eagle, doesn't he? A little bit. JPJ going to the Texans. That's fantastic, man. All right, so CJ Stroud gets his long-term center. It's like Troy Aikman and Mark Stepnoski. That's a really good matchup, man. Jordan Morgan's nasty, man. I absolutely love and adore him, and the Cowboys definitely need some rejuvenation along the offensive line. I think that Morgan and Tyler Smith are going to be two stalwarts along that O-line moving forward. And also Zach Martin is like going to play forever. Cooper DeJean. Oh, the Wisconsinites are going to love Cooper DeJean. They're going to love Cooper DeJean. Plus, if they lose Nixon in free agency, they just one-for-one replace him as returner. There you go. Graham Barton. So Ryan Jensen is out. Barton probably factors to kick inside. So I think that him as being the Buccaneers starting center long-term makes sense. Chop Robinson gets into the first round. So the lack of tools is going to hurt him, but I think that he can become a very solid edge rusher in this league. BTJ falls a little bit farther than I thought, but he ends up in Buffalo. That is a great pickup. So Gabe Davis and BTJ on the outside. Maybe Stephon Diggs work in the middle as he ages out a little bit. Possible. Kool-Aid goes to Detroit. They definitely need help in that secondary. Darius Robinson gets into the first round with Baltimore. Again, just always jealous of the Ravens. No matter where they pick, it's usually towards the back end of the first round. They either trade out or they just pick an absolute stud for their front seven. Plus, them probably losing Matabuke, probably losing Clown Shoes does make sense here. Nate Wiggins goes to San Francisco, and then Keon Coleman. Mahomes needs a tall receiver, and he certainly has that in Keon. So run on wide receivers throughout, a little run on tackles. Like, this is a very good tackle, wide receiver, and quarterback class, and a lot of it showed up in the first round. But the Vikings, I mean, if this is how the board breaks, I'm fine with it. And frankly, if it's Jaden Daniels there at 3, I'm okay with trading up for that too. So again, Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell, no more pussyfooting around. Like, yes, it was fine riding Kirk Cousins for a while, but the reason why you didn't extend him long-term when you could have last offseason is because you wanted that flexibility to go find your guy. Now, Kirk is going to be the bad guy in public opinion. He's going to take that big free agent deal with Atlanta or whoever, and then all of a sudden, Kwesi gets his guy. That's right. And Kevin O'Connell and Drake Maye, long-term. I love it, man. It's fantastic. But your thoughts are thoughts. So Vikings trade all the way up in the latest CBS Sports mock draft. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most worth the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.